the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014. There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kangol, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fields this way up at the 17, and the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 12, Hurts looking deep for Adams. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, as built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Hey, check that, street.
They go play action with Hurts. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is. And we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game two. So I would agree with you totally on that.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Hurts. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
He was looking that time for Jamison Williams. 3rd down here. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the first down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the first down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Open man right side is Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Robinson's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting the game.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Jackson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Giants. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
He's airing it out for Williams, and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And Sharp calls it in. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing is Jackson. Caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now it's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Irv Smith Jr., 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Giants are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He's got room past the 30. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he rifles one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get that, a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Going deep here for Watkins. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Eagles.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here. Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Hands it off out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Hurts to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. But I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on their way to a 2-0 start. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line and roost. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try now to stand before they're backed up even further.
87 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Amir Smith-Marset, 26 yards. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams,